We live in a time in which more marriages than ever before are ending in divorce. More children are being raised by single parents, and the teenage pregnancy rate is skyrocketing. These problems are particularly severe in Northwest Georgia, and the impact on the community is devastating.
When I see a child ask for their mommy and they're not going to come, or ask for their daddy and they just start crying, they're missing so much. They want their mommies and daddies, and they don't want them in two separate homes. We have some of the highest teen pregnancy rates in Georgia. In Whitfield and Murray County, the teen pregnancy is the highest in the whole nation. These kids, they're looking for love in all the wrong places. And we need to be looking at how can we truly make a difference. And if we aren't taking care of those issues, we are not doing a service to our community. Family Frameworks is a ministry to help families stay together. We're about advocating for strong, healthy marriages.
If you have a good marriage and you stay married, you're going to be much more successful in your life together down the road.
Family Frameworks is committed to preserving marriages and to provide training and instruction to ensure that they are healthy.
We really want to reach out to the families and give them some skills and teach them how to stay together and let them know it's worth it to stay together. There's hard times, but it's worth it.
If you have a successful marriage, then you're able to not have to rely on other people or the community to help you as much. And there's going to be much less expense on the community to have to pick up than if you're divorced, trying to raise kids as a single parent.
When children have two biological parents in the home, they have a much greater chance to make it in our world today.
If the family unit is strong and healthy, we believe that the children born to those family units will be stronger and healthier emotionally, spiritually, and in their future relationships as well. We also believe that it can decrease the crime rate, abuse to children, and abusive marriages. So healthy families, healthy marriages are just good for the society in general.
Stable families are so important to the community that in Whitfield County, most judges and pastors will no longer perform marriages unless the couple has had premarital counseling.
The premarital counseling is very important because they need to know all the things that may happen to them and be prepared. There are a lot of different aspects of marriage that they may not have thought about. They're thinking about it, I'm in love with this person, I want to go ahead and get married, but do we really know what we're getting into? The counseling will prepare them more and give them different skills to handle things that will come up in every marriage.
Let's give them skills on communication, problem solving, conflict resolution. Let's teach them how to work through those things.
We learned to take turns speaking and to listen to the other person, and we really focused a lot on understanding what the other person was actually saying.
You get to sit in a classroom environment and go over, like mock disagreements and things like that, so that you're not having to work out communication skills when you really need them.
Family Frameworks offers a wide range of pre- and post-marital counseling programs for people of all ages and social backgrounds, from teens who are just starting to date to couples considering marriage and even couples who have been together for years. Family Frameworks provides specialized classes designed to strengthen relationships by improving problem solving and communication skills. Programs offered include How to Avoid Falling for a Jerk, Mastering the Mysteries of Love, Dating My Spouse, and Connections, a class just for teenagers.
We was having a few troubles, along the way. We could never resolve them. We just couldn't figure out where to start even.
Normally we would not even care. We would ignore each other for days and wouldn't even talk to each other.
Wouldn't even try to work it out. But with some of the skills that they taught us in the class, we learned to just deal with it and work it out.
I have to look out for my children, and I want my children to have a good relationship with whoever I may choose to have in my life. I've taken the class How Not to Marry a Jerk. In the class I learned to communicate with my partner and to try to understand the opposite sex. And I learned to have better self-esteem, to have motivation, to not to give up, and to make better choices.
The Connections class really helped me out a lot because I think prior to the class, I really didn't understand what I was looking for in a girl. I used to have a lot of problems really opening up to my girlfriends or any friends for that matter, and I really couldn't open up to my parents, and I really felt really closed off from the world. But you know, going through this class, it really made me understand that there are people out there for me and people that I can trust. I really think that before the Relationship Connections class that I really wasn't prepared to date. And now it's really making me focus on finding that girl of my dreams and really putting my head on straight. I think further down the road, when I am married and have kids, I'm really going to understand what my wife wants and what she needs. And the Connections class taught me that.
Since the founding of Family Frameworks in 2004, we've seen the number of divorces in Whitfield County drop significantly.
In 2003, we had some of our highest divorce rates, but by 2004, we saw a 27% decrease. It doesn't happen overnight. It's not going to happen a year. It won't happen in 5, but I expect 10, 20, 30 years that we will have changed our community if we can start now. But we've got to start somewhere. And I believe in starting with one family. And fortunately, I've been blessed because I've seen, I guess, 300 or 400 now, and I'm blessed. And I just would love for other people to see it makes a difference, just to encourage.